Oh, okay. The first class we discussed something about the iron, and let me have a little bit more. Okay, about the structure here. Before I continue to the textbook here, I want to switch to different field, and here. Okay, dietary reference index for iron. What does it mean? What does it mean? Different country has different research. After the kind of research, different country, different authority, they established different recommendation value. For example, here is from the sure this book is from the U.S. and the value here for most adults or adult. I love the accent adult. Okay, and from 19 to 50 years old, and for men the recommendation value is 8 milligram, not 8 grams, it's 8 milligrams for a man, and for females is 18 milligrams. And that's the question. So if you are interested, you can search the recommendation value from your country. And I can tell you in Taiwan, for general adults, I mean the general healthy people, exclude elders, exclude teenagers or babies or pregnant ladies. The recommended value for men that is 10 milligrams, and for ladies that is 15. But sure, maybe it's a scientific based scientific research, and they establish the suggestion, the recommendation value. Different country has different recommendation value. You can check that, and you can type the value on your digital notes. And here, and dietary source of iron, and we can check here. For example, here the breakfast cereal fortified. Fortified actually has two meanings. The first one, a food may contain certain nutrient, but during the processing, the kind of nutrient may destroyed or disappeared. Thus, after the kind of food processing, the concentration of certain nutrients is decreasing. Thus, close to the end of product, the manufacturer added extra nutrient to compensate or to enhance the food. For example, the banana or orange juice, theoretically banana and orange, the kind of fruit is rich in vitamin C. But if we prepare the vitamin C as a canned banana, sorry, it's a very horrible case. Okay, for example, we press the orange to make orange juice, and one step is very important: is heating, to heat the juice to maybe 80 or 90 or even 100 degrees Celsius to kill bacteria in order to preserve it for long term. But during the process, the vitamin C can be destroyed. Thus, close to the end of the process, extra vitamin C can be added into the food, and this behavior, this action is called fortification. And I have no idea in your country, but about 40 or 60 years ago, there are many diseases about lacking enough iodine from the food. Thus, many years ago, the Taiwan government, they add iodine into the salt, the table salt. And table salt is a very important source of iodine for the human in Taiwan, for Taiwanese. It's called fortified. After the fortified breakfast cereal, one serving of the cereal has 18 milligrams, and that is 100% for the daily value. Okay, and oysters 3 ounce, and it has added milligrams of iron, and dark chocolate, and beef liver. Sure, beef liver maybe is not available, easy to buy. Maybe okay, and lentils is plain salt iron, and Spanish boiled, and tofu firmed. Tofu, I love tofu. Okay, and kidney beans. Kidney beans is beans, not kidney. Okay, kidney beans, and sardines like this one. Okay, and now I want to suggest you to do one thing. To first one, next week we discuss something about this. Something about this. Okay, let me switch to. Sorry, let me switch. Okay, and now I need to translate to English. And okay, I'm not responsible for the translation. Is the Google Translate did it? I'm not responsible for the correctness of this one. Okay, the food nutrition database. If we download the file here, last week I demonstrated how to sorting the food from rich calcium content to poor calcium content. And today I want to show this. Okay, last week we sorted it by the let me no okay sorry no oh sorry oh I think I need to redo it again because I forgot to set a new file. Okay, oh horrible. And you don't need to read the information here. Here is iron. To hide those columns. Okay, and now I want to rank those foods, the materials from iron rich to iron not rich. Okay, I can select here. Okay, and data sorting from the column of AA. Okay, I'm done. Okay, and what's this? What's this? It means 100 grams of edible parts. It has 65.9 milligrams of iron. And here the curry powder. Curry is very popular in Asia, especially in Japan, and it's kind of seaweed. And this is a kind of seaweed. And I don't. Sorry, I'm not sure exact name. This one. Let me check it. Oh, I don't think it's a seaweed because we call it purple seaweed. But only seaweed, I don't think it's a good translation. Okay, okay, let me check. Okay, maybe this one is. Can you understand what this level? No. Okay, just seaweed. Maybe just seaweed. Oh, okay, and purple lever. Okay, it's calcium rich. Sorry, no, iron rich. And now I want to show you one thing. Oh, so seaweed. And here, if you have chance, you can search for USDA. USDA is the U.S. Department of Agriculture. It's very we are not discussing something about the agriculture, but about the nutrition. The nutrition is under the USDA, and you can type the USDA nutrition database, and you can find some useful website here. We can enter the Food Data Central. Copy, and I send the link to our. Like this one. Okay, and now I want to know the iron content of seaweed. You can type here. Food composition, one of the branch website. Okay, here. Oh, for example, if I type C weeds and all category, okay, legacy, seaweed agar dry, seaweed agar raw, kelp, laver. Okay, I think the laver is good here. According to the database from Taiwan, the seaweed level is iron rich, and I copy and paste the link to you. And you can see the proportion 100 grams of edible parts, the water, energy, protein, total lipid, age. You don't need to care about the age, okay? And carbohydrate, fiber, and total sugar, calcium, iron. Okay, iron here, 100 grams of the seaweed liver, it has 1.8 milligrams of iron. It's completely different from the database in Taiwan. Maybe I can search for different information, but I think it's a good chance you can learn different. Maybe the translation can be a problem. And here, spirulina is a spiral type Canadian cultivate worms, agar, spirulina. Let me try. Iron, wow, this one is a little bit higher, 2.79 milligrams of the iron. So, for example, one year, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, there is a database, and according to the database, a kind of brown sugar from Taiwan has extreme high iron. It has extreme very high. It's unbelievable. And let me show you that the database here. And like this one. And here is pig blood. And pig blood is the iron content is 28 milligrams. But if you want to prove it, you can check this. Oh no, not this one. Yeah, search it again for the data central and type pig blood. There's no response. Why? Blood sausage. Okay. Check blood sausage. It's different from pig blood. If we check the blood sausage, copy. Okay, and we got the information here. And the blood sausage, the water content, energy, protein, total lipid, ash, carbohydrate, fiber, and total sugar and sucrose, calcium, iron. Okay, 100 edible parts of the blood sausage, it has 6.4 milligrams of calcium. And now I have a question. If you are a gentleman, according to the recommendation value from the US, how much weight of blood sausage, if the blood sausage is the only food source of iron, how much you can eat to fulfill the requirement 8 milligrams of iron? Can you calculate? Okay, let me finish this part. Okay, for a gentleman, there is 8 milligrams of iron in the US. And now we know that 100 grams of blood sausage has 6.4 milligrams of calcium. How much weight of the blood sausage? We have X here in the denominator, can reach 8 milligrams of iron. So X equals after the calculation, 800 divided by 6.4, that's 125. 125. Oh, can you catch it? If the blood sausage is the only source of calcium for a man in the US, how much weight of the sausage can fulfill the 8 milligrams of iron? After calculation, that's 12. Sorry, there is 125 grams of that. 125 grams of that. And sure, for the female, the data here changed to 18. If that is y equals 18 multiply 100 and 6.4. Okay, the answer is 281. The y here, that's 281. 281. Okay, sometimes the blood sausage may be delicious for some people, but when we need to eat 281 grams of blood sausage, it can be horrible. It's horrible. Okay, so any question now? Yeah, if no more question, please. If you want to discuss something, please let me know. Next week, we will continue to introduce the database from Taiwan and from the US. And for example, if you want to know, for example, the dark chocolate has a lot of iron inside. You can check how much iron is enough to fulfill your daily requirement. Is it okay? Okay, is no more question. A few minutes to dismiss. We can stop here. Okay, see you next week.